Well, if you're hired, you have several weeks now before school starts. What will you do to make yourself known, to let Lexingtonians know who you are, what you are, and how you're going to do this between now and the start of school?
I would, one of the things that I did in Clark County, and if that decision was made before school started, that would give you ample opportunity to implement what I would call my entry plan. And that entry plan has very specific strategies in it that I use to learn the community, learn the school district. And one of the strategies in that is that you have meetings with very focus groups across the community. Those focus groups have, I have about 5 or 6 interview questions that I would ask those particular individuals. You have groups of community members, you have groups of teachers you meet with, principals, central office staff. You have a one-on-one individual meeting with each board member. You have any other focus groups, parent meetings, and one of those particular questions that I ask is, what do you see as the biggest challenge for your school district? What is the one thing in this school district that you want to hold on to that is dear and to your heart that you just don't want to change? One of the other questions is that I know that you have been the leader that had preceded me. Were you pleased with their leadership style? And the next question would be, what type of leadership style would you like to see with your new superintendent? And another question I would ask is, what are your expectations of me as your superintendent? So those are the kinds of questions that I would ask all of those different groups. I would compile that information, look for common threads, look for if there were any things that popped up that I would need to address in the first 60 to 90 days. And then I would share that information with the board team, and to see if there are any issues or concerns that they would have. So that's the first things I would do if I came in as superintendent.
Talked about your experience at different levels. How has that prepared you for moving this district forward? When you think of all those different experiences you've had.
I think that I have experienced many diverse cultures. All school districts are different. I think that I have had an opportunity to work with different staffs. With my position at the state level, I had an opportunity to look at, on the other side of the desk, how the State Department supports schools and school districts. So I think that has helped me to get a different perspective, a broader perspective of what it's going to take to move a district of this level, which has a great foundation, and I think they're ready to go to the next level. And I think bringing all those different experiences and that my knowledge set and my skill set, that would help us to impact what we want to go and what we want to do.
What is your plan for ensuring strong leadership at the school level?
We know that everything rises and falls on leadership. I have had the opportunity to evaluate and to do professional development with my principals in Clark County because it's a smaller district. But I think that it is the superintendent's responsibility to ensure that the principals in the buildings have the skills that they need to lead our schools into the 21st century. They have to be instructional leaders. They have to do the other things, but the main thing the principal has to do is be an effective instructional leader. I think that makes my role to help to provide that training, to provide that professional development, and to give our principals every opportunity that they can to be better leaders. One of the things that I like to say is that as a superintendent, I think it's my responsibility that if I was to leave a school district, that there should be somebody in the principal's rank or in the cabinet that would feel comfortable enough to step up and at least apply for the superintendency. And if that happened, then I know I've done my job to help those principals to become better leaders.
How visible will you be in the schools, and will you have an open door policy should you be selected the superintendent of Fayette County?
Absolutely. I think that If you want your staff members to believe and honor, and you tell them you honor their work and you value their work, then you have to be visible. You have to be in the classrooms. You have to be where the teachers are. You have to be where the principals are. You have to be where the students are. So I think you have to be at basketball games. You have to be at soccer games. I think visibility is very, very important for this position, because if we honor the work, then they need to see us taking our time to be there to share with them and what they're doing. It's a given that you would have an open door policy, because I think you have to allow individuals to have an opportunity to share with you their concerns, as well as have an opportunity for you to have that face-to-face conversation with them on a regular basis.
If you were selected superintendent of Fayette County, what would be your main focus the first year?
The first year, I would do a lot of listening and a lot of observation. I would develop an entry plan. I would meet with many individuals. I would have to meet with community leaders. I would meet with teachers. I would meet with principals. I would have a one-on-one interview or one-on-one conversation with each board member. I want to know the things that are important to this school district. And I want to know the things that the individuals in this district are concerned about. I would want to ask them questions about what are the two most important things that you think has helped the school district to progress. I would want to ask them, if you could change one thing in this school district, what would it be? So I would be doing a lot of listening, a lot of observations, in a lot of classrooms, having a lot of dialogue my first year, and just trying to get my hand on the pulse of what makes the district tick.